Today I'm going to show you how to make a fantastic summer salad with three types of greens. I've got red lettuce and romaine from my garden. I got some arugula, some beautiful fresh in-season local strawberries. I'm going to candy some almond slivers, reduce balsamic as our dressing, and grill a chicken breast. You're going to want to watch this one. Welcome back to The Average Kitchen. Can't wait to show you this episode today. Fantastic fresh summer salad. First thing I'm going to do is start to reduce some balsamic vinegar because you definitely want to make sure that this has an opportunity to cool down before you apply it to your salad because you don't want to wilt your lettuce. So I'm going to do roughly half a cup of balsamic, and essentially what you want to do is put that on the stove and slowly reduce it roughly to about half the amount that you had in your measuring cup. So if we put a half cup, essentially we want to get it down to that there's about a quarter cup left. So let's head over to the stove and we'll get that heated up. So I'm going to fire up the stove here and I'm going to slowly start to heat this up. The next step we're going to do is we're going to candy some almonds. So I have 2/3 of a cup of sliced almonds here, you'll see, are almond slivers, into a smaller pan, and then we're going to grab some white sugar and we're going to do a quarter cup of white sugar. Now this is something, an application that you definitely have to watch. You can't put this on the stove and walk away because if you burn your sugar, they're ruined. And you know, or you probably know, almonds, not cheap to buy, so you don't want to ruin these. So what I'm going to do is start to heat this up on the stove. Now I'm going to get a tray with some parchment paper to lay these out to allow them to cool, and the parchment paper will allow them to be able to peel off and not stick. So I've got a beautiful marinated chicken breast here that I marinated in some avocado oil, balsamic vinegar, dried oregano, dried basil, salt and pepper. And with the wonderful world of camera tricks, I'm gonna snap my fingers and this is gonna go from a raw chicken breast to a cooked chicken breast. So I just turned my stove on to pretty low heat. You're better off to start low than to blast it with the heat and burn it. So you just got to kind of keep an eye on it and you'll see that the sugar will eventually start to melt. It's definitely not hot enough yet, but we'll be keeping an eye on it. So my balsamic is really reduced. You can see how little is left there. So I think I'm going to get that off the heat and I'm going to get it into a bowl, and I'm actually going to set it in the fridge to help cool it down. So I don't know if you could see here, it's just starting to sort of melt on this one corner. So that's when we're going to start to have to make sure that we're moving this around. So you see how the sugar's starting to melt, Jamie?
I do.
So we're just definitely going to want to make sure that we keep moving that around as that sugar continues to melt. And as it melts, you can also see it's coating my spatula here as well. It's going to coat those almonds. So we'll knock off that sugar because it very quickly hardens again. So these are not going to be so coated like the ones you see, like if you go to the candy store and there's like half an inch of sugar on the outside of them. They're going to be gently coated, which are going to be really nice for the salad. You can see I can't even shake it, so it's sticking to the sugar is sticking to the almonds and to a little bit to the pan. So you can see how they're getting nice and golden brown. And we're almost done this process. So I'd say it's done. I don't know if you noticed, Jamie, that there was a little bit of smoke just starting, and that's what we don't want. We don't want anything to burn. So those are completely done. So now we're going to move over to the island here. I've got some parchment paper on a plate. So we're going to want to spread these out. Don't worry too much if they cluster up, because once they harden, you can break them up. So that's candied almonds 101. Let's let those cool off. That garden lettuce that was picked this morning had to be washed very, very thoroughly because we had a good rain last night and the soil splatters up onto our lettuce. So I'm just going to give this a quick cut. It's quite wet because I just gave it a rinse. So just loosely cut that beautiful red lettuce, and we're going to get it into our spinner here. Now this is obviously way more lettuce than I need for one salad, but I'm sure we'll make a couple other salads in the next couple days. All right, so there's our mix of red lettuce and romaine into our salad spinner, and we'll give that a little spin. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is just cut some raw Spanish red onion, which I really love to put in salads because it's not your typical super strong tasting onion. and gives a little nice pop of color as well. Okay, so we'll put that aside. So I've got these beautiful strawberries. So to start off, I'm just going to just cut the tops off. Look at the colors of those. Unbelievable. And we're going to give them a wash. Wow, I just tried one of those strawberries. They're unbelievable. Jamie, did you get a look at those? Look at the deep color of those. So I just had my chicken breast resting, which I love to do. And we're just going to give that a nice slice here. Beautifully barbecued chicken that's going to go on the top of our salad. So our candied almonds have cooled down, and you'll see these big clusters. Well, we can easily break those up. So essentially we've made a crumble here. So those are going to be fantastic on this salad. So this is definitely going to be a little bit on the sweeter side, this salad with those beautiful sweet strawberries, these candied almonds, and some balsamic, but it's fantastic, I guarantee you. Jamie, give that a try. All right, so now we're going to assemble our salad. So we're going to grab a handful of our mixed lettuce here of romaine and red, as well as some fresh arugula, which adds, arugula is really peppery, so it adds a nice pepper hint on your palate, which is really, really nice. Get some of that nice red color here, and we're going to put in some of our thinly sliced, a couple thicker slices, but thinly sliced red onion, and we'll throw in some of our candied almonds and our chicken. It's hard with salads sometimes to always show the layers of complexity of what you have in here. And then of course, as Jamie called it, the star of the show, these beautiful strawberries. Now you'll see that I tried to chill it as much as I can, but you can see this balsamic is sort of thick now. See how it coats the spoon? That's what you want. So we're going to spoon that in here and dress our salad like that. So that is your summer salad: strawberries, chicken breast, candied almonds, 3 different types of greens with a reduced balsamic. Fantastic salad. Hope you loved it. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you tried it. We'll see you on the next episode.